Hi guys, this was kind of a message that had come up last night. I have filmed a previous video on body image struggles, but it is something that I have been dealing with and has kind of been this continuous kind of ongoing struggle that I'll find myself kind of stop struggling with, and then I'll kind of, get back into that cycle. Um, I've never had like complete freedom in it. But I do believe that not only is it possible, but that it is going to happen today. Um, I don't think I always kind of realize like that, it is a problem. Like I think sometimes I don't really look at it in that way. I think when you have learned to see yourself a certain way for so long or have had a low view of yourself that sometimes you can feel like that you don't deserve to like feel any other way about yourself, especially if you've had like stuff kind of said to you, drilled in your head, or your mind has just been very critical with you, or you can feel like certain things are true, or that you just deserve to feel bad about yourself. Um, so I felt the Lord leading to um, think about what I would say to a friend struggling. And as I started kind of thinking about that, I just felt the Lord really ministering to me and, reminding me that I can be really like understanding with like friends. Like, I feel like I treat other people very different than I treat myself. I see other people very different than I see myself. And of course, I think it's something that a lot of us can relate to because of different life experiences and just because it feels like it's so different to yourself. But as I kind of felt these words coming up, I was just kind of thinking about it, and I was just like, I'm so just understanding with like other people, and struggling with different things, and just believing like they deserve to like feel good about themselves, but like not feeling the same way for myself. And I don't know if anyone can relate to this, but or if anyone needs to hear this, but I just wanted to share it with anyone that may be struggling. But what I really like about this like thing that I typed out is that this isn't just about body image religious stuff, but really just who we are as like people, right? Who we really are, and I think really just being reminded of that, right, and not what the world or society says or how they tell us to live our lives, but who we really are as children of the King. So I wanted to just share this, and it's something that I'm trying to just go over and believe for myself. Like when I feel that sense of shame come, feel like insecure about myself, whether it's about body image religious stuff or it is about like just other parts of me, right? How I've been created. So yeah, I just wanted to share with you. And it kind of does go back into our topic of safety because I found that when it came to feeling safe for me to start feeling confident about myself and start feeling like I was enough and to start embracing, how God has made me unique, just as God has made you unique, that it made me feel safer in my life. It made me feel like um, it was okay for me to like be myself, that I was enough the way I was, that that you're loved just as you are. So I also believe this is a really important part of just feeling safe and comfortable in our own skin. Um, And there's something about that that makes us feel more of a sense of safety, right? If we feel better about ourselves, if we feel like we are enough, if we don't feel bad about ourselves, if we don't have a low view of ourselves, right, we'll be a lot more likely to just feel this sense of safety and not feel like, you know, someone is gonna like criticize, or even if maybe we do feel like that, it's like we feel this deeper sense of security, not only in God and what He says, but in ourselves too, where those things don't shake us as much. So, yeah, if anything, maybe this message will just be an encouragement to you and remind you of the truth. But it was very much speaking to me last night. I had to write it down, and I really hope for anyone that is struggling, similar to that, can just really be a reminder of what is the truth, and that you not only taking these words, but I'm believing that, especially toward the end of this message, what kind of came to mind last night, that that is possible for me, that freedom is possible, that healing is possible, that one day this will not have such a strong grip on me, and I can walk in the truth of everything that God has created to be and called me to be, and who He says I am, which triumphs over anything that anyone else has said, the world has said, or society tries to make us feel. So, for anyone struggling with body image or confidence struggles, this is what I would say. You're beautiful and a beautiful person. You deserve to feel good about yourself no matter what anyone has said. Feel good. You deserve to eat and feel alive. What others have told you, if it has been critical, is false. You're fearfully, wonderfully, uniquely, specially made. Every part of you. You are His daughter, His princess, a daughter of the Most High God, the King of Kings. You are beautiful to Him, no matter the words you've heard from family or anyone else. His word says you are fearfully and wonderfully, and that is the only truth. It is unchanging no matter how you feel or what anyone has told you. He is the only thing that could ever define who you really are. You are beautiful because you are made in His image and completely unique. There will never be another you in existence. You don't have to look for the approval of what society says or friends or family. You don't have to prove yourself to them. You are loved just as you are in right now. You don't have to spend your life chasing and trying to live up to an image. You're not put on this earth to look a certain or fit a specific jean size. You're here for a reason. Your purpose is to glorify God, show the world His love, lead people to Jesus, and make this world a better place. As you take in and receive your Heavenly Father's love for you, it will start to shift the way you see yourself and treat yourself. And you will learn to love the person He has made and walk in confidence in all the unique abilities He's given you to bring glory to Him and help others as you sink deeper to the knowledge and revelation of His love for you, as He fills your heart and satisfies it in a way nothing else can or will ever be able to. And He changes the reflection through which you see yourself, teaches you how to see through His eyes. So I felt the Lord really showing me that last night, and it really spoke to me. And I don't know if anyone else is struggling with body image, but I did notice I got quite a few views, and I just post on whatever I feel led to post. But I want to believe that as I'm spending time with the Lord's presence, and as I'm taking in His love for me, that it will change and shift the way that I've seen myself, that I will learn to see myself through His eyes, that I will learn to love the person He has made and walk in that confidence, in that freedom that He longs for me to walk in. I really believe society and the world, particularly the enemy, particularly Satan, he really wants us to feel insecure about ourselves. And I really feel like God, He wants us to walk in that confidence and walk in the freedom that, our purpose on this earth is not to live up to an image. The world and society will tell you that, and they'll tell you it'll make you happy. They'll tell you it'll satisfy you, but it just leaves you empty. And I know this from personal experience. And the more we focus on the eternal, the more we connect and spend time with our Heavenly Father, the more that we receive His love for us. I find the more that stuff loses its grip. And because our hearts can only be satisfied by Him. And I want this to be a reminder for anyone, whether you deal with body image struggles, whether you are trying to lose weight in a healthy way, whether you've struggled with the way you've seen yourself. I want this to be a reminder, because I feel like the enemy / the world and society, because they're very related, at least in this sense. I really believe they want to get you to focus on yourself and what you look like, and try to live up to an image, right? Try to live up to an image that is unattainable, right? Or we always are bombarded with all these advertisements. Sorry, I'm getting really fired up. But we're always bombarded with all these advertisements and products meant to just like change the way we look and or make us look better, whatever the case may be, right? Whether it's like weight loss products, whether it's makeup, whether it's anti-aging products, like just we're just absolutely bombarded. And now more than ever, with all this social media, we're especially just absolutely just bombarded, just have it constantly slammed down our throats, and we're constantly taking in images and stuff just online now more than ever, because we used to just have like advertisements in like magazines and like commercials and stuff. Now we literally go on our phones, right? You go on Instagram or you go on YouTube or even just go like do a Google search, and you're just bombarded with all this stuff and bombarded with messages making you feel like you're not enough. Trying to make you feel insecure, trying to make you feel inadequate, so you will buy the products. That's the big, that's the big agenda. And then I really believe the enemy, his kind of deeper agenda when it comes to this, is really trying to knock us out of the purposes through which God has put within us. Trying to make us feel insecure, trying to make us focus on these things that I always say will never bring true fulfillment and will never be living out our purpose. Why we're really here if we are trying to live up to an image like society and the world encourages us to do. So I want to believe that as I am taking in Heavenly Father's love for me, that healing, that freedom will come. And not just where I won't be obsessing about those things, but where, we are walking in confidence of who we've been created to be. We can know we're enough. We can know, we are uniquely, fearfully, wonderfully, specially made. That you don't need to prove yourself to anyone. That you're just as you are. I always say it, but we have all the love, all the approval we could ever long for already from Him when we're in His presence. It's like we're just reminded of. And I hope that, as we take that in more and more, that when we go out in the world, when we are around people, right, when we're not like in our room spending time with God, but we're around other people and stuff, and those insecurities can come up, I hope we can be reminded that we don't need to prove ourselves to anyone. We don't need validation from anyone, but we are enough through it. We are enough just as we've been created to be. That truly there will never be another existence. And so I hope that you can embrace like every part of you. That's so amazing. There will never be in all of existence. I hope we can embrace that and embrace our uniqueness and know that we are enough, no matter what anyone has told you, no matter how you felt, that you don't have to prove yourself to anyone. And that we can walk in the confidence He longs for us to as daughters of the King. And the freedom He longs for us to live. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are doing well, and I really hope this message can help you in some way. Yeah, it just really spoke to me a lot. It's something I really want to be reminded of because I know that it can get really hard in the day and age we live in, but also to believe that healing, that freedom is going to come, and that, one day I am going to see myself through His eyes as He is shifting the way that I view myself, dispelling the lies that I have heard Him for so long that are His truth. So I hope that is something that can just be an encouragement to you, and perhaps, you want to kind of join me on that journey, essentially, just in believing that we can be free from these struggles, whatever it may be for you, and we can walk in confidence. And to know God longs for that for us. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are all doing all right. God bless you.